Good evening, everyone out there in Speed Gaming Land, and welcome to another edition of Super Metroid Randomizer League Season 4. This is one of the two final races of our regular season, and do we have a good one for you? This game will decide the winner of the North Fair Division, the A team versus the Chicago Bullies. Currently, one game separates them, but if the Bullies take this sweep in the series, they will get the tiebreaker. And the A team are definitely looking for a little bit of revenge from yesterday's race. My name is DJ Webb, and I'm joined on commentary by Salty Pigeon. How's it going?
Ooh, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, D Web and I got to do this match yesterday. The bullies pulled it out. I normally don't like ruining the match beforehand, but hey, it's the end of the regular season. I won't ruin any playoff matches for you because I've seen them all already. I promise. And today we'll mark who wins the North Fair division and who gets a slightly easier schedule into the playoffs. But I mean, playoffs is playoffs. If you made it there, you're a darn good team.
Yeah, both these teams locked in playoff position quite a bit ago. They've just been jostling with each other for position. A team, yesterday was their first loss, so it has been quite the showing for both of these teams so far this season. And no matter who wins here, they're both gonna be tough outs once these playoffs get started. So we are off in this week 7 race. For anyone who hasn't seen any of our races this week, we have quite the chaotic settings for our runners. We have full item randomization, so any item can be anywhere within the logic. We have full area shuffle, which we'll talk about a little bit once we get to some area transition checks, and we also have boss shuffle. So between the four G4 bosses on the tracker, they can their rooms can swap, and you can find one in another's lair.
And you might have to pull off a super jump or two. I'm just kidding, that's not required. But Beefy and Glove are in chat, so I thought I'd shout out. And Plasma's our first item, so Morph Ball is going to be in the ceiling, but we are hooked up with a really strong beam to get going. Hopefully, Charge will not evade us on this seed.
Yeah, that is definitely a nice item to find as the first thing that you pick up in the game. You're gonna have a strong beam for the whole time. Whether or not we get charge beam, it'll definitely, kill enemies faster. It is stronger than regular missiles, so our runners are gonna be happy with that. And with this morph ball being here, we've got this check over here for a missile, and we've got one more down here to see if we can get a chance at maybe a power bomb. That would probably be the most fruitful thing to find, and then we'll likely be headed back up if we can't find one of those.
Come on, high jump boots. Oh, no bombs. Okay, well, it wasn't major. That means if we're going to go back up top and check BT, we will have to fight BT. But with Plasma Beam, couple capews, and the statue will go down. Won't be a long fight at all, even though we don't have supers.
Yeah,
Well,
bombs are an interesting item to find early. Obviously, at some point, you do need to find something that'll break bomb blocks. Bombs obviously cover that, but there's a lot of things that are locked specifically behind power bombs. But there's also some things that bombs will let you do with infinite bomb jumping and such. So it also does mean once you find bombs, your power bomb usage isn't going to be as important as it could be if you're without those bombs, which you do have an infinite supply of.
and one of my favorite people in chat are saying that they picked to watch this race because Asdra thinks that Asdra's funny. And I have to say, Asdra is funny, and also has amazing hair. I don't know why I needed to share that, but it's very important.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate with the scheduling. We have two very good races, honestly. The leader of the Meridia division, as well as the decider of the Norfair division here on this channel. But no sweat off your back if you decide to watch the other race and you're joining us in VOD land. We appreciate everyone who watches our VODs as well.
And to all those watching many months from now in YouTube land, I wish you happy winter holidays, and I hope you have some delicious eggnog. But until then, we're going to have a nice race here. Eddie and Simo, Apathy and Asder, same duos from yesterday that did this race. And it was a really exciting race. Early on, I'm gonna ruin the race. So if anybody wants to watch, just ignore me or go to another race. Early on, though, Asdr did die twice yesterday, and still finished only a minute behind Eddie and Simo. So Asdr is scary, scary good, and everyone's got to be on their A game here, no pun intended, to get this one done and lock up the division.
I think in this matchup, puns are very much encouraged. But yeah, it's interesting because yesterday this was happening is too. It's almost like the runners like know this in advance. We had once the team split up, it was Asdr and Simo doing similar things and Duck and Eddie doing similar things, and we somehow have that exact same split today. So very interesting that that's how it worked out. But it's fun though, regardless, as we do have a little bit of a mishap. Simo looks like they also want to come over here and probably do this gauntlet check.
Apathy checking the Torian route, and that's going to be the top of West Meridia. Eddie checking the other side of West Criteria, and that goes to Lower Norfair, or the top of Upper Norfair, rather. So that's not where we want to go. Asdr will be checking Gauntlet, and since we know all that info, our runners are probably going to want to head to the east side of Criteria or go back down the meme route to find something to start off with, because we're not going to find any suits in Criteria.
Yeah, so actually, given this information that we have, there have to be either supers or power bombs up here, or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just true because the right side is the retro Brinstar transition that's locked by a power bomb. On the right, they're locked both by supers and one also by power bombs. So whatever's back here in Gauntlet is gonna be what they need to do.
Asdr having a very scary Gauntlet, not much health, and deciding. Okay, I thought he was going to skip high jump boots, which would have broke my tiny pigeon brain, but Asdr did not skip that. And
Yeah,
we'll see what's on the back side.
Bomb block before
the lava re-rose.
Yeah, I was thinking simple, sensible things that could happen. We could get high jump in. Actually, hold on. Yeah, Simo is doing the other thing that's possible. You can go down this West Meridia play. It's a little bit riskier and a little bit of inefficiency as far as the right side is concerned. Just on the front that
oh no,
that Eddie was over here and came back to Gauntlet, and Simo did some back and forth and then ended up doing this West Meridia play. Gauntlet's dangerous.
And to chat, pigeons are pretty darn brilliant for the size of our heads. Not much brain can fit in there, but we make do with what we got. Unfortunately, Asdr taking another early death, but those high jump boots are worth it, and Asdr will be going back for him. Simo going the Meridia route, just finding supers at Crab Supers. So nothing crazy yet, but I do like the divergence. Simo really going for it. This will decide the division, like we said earlier, and that will help with playoff seeding. So everyone's really going to give their best here for this.
And we do get a red tower transition at the bottom of Main Street. So yeah. Ooh, and Simo then also finds Green Brinstar. So we have quite the route that could be possible here. My very early desire to get some miners back here that could be good is it's not what happened, as you can see on Eddie's side. This is just a couple of missiles. And yeah, I was also going to mention a bit unfortunate with the death we saw from Asdr. Duck has both tanks that are available, the E and the R, where Asdr didn't check 230 and didn't want to make a detour to Terminator just to get that tank. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be what we're doing as far as the progression of this seed. Oh goodness.
This is great early news for the Bullies, though, finding Green Bryn. Giant, dense item area. Eddie and Simo have the early knowledge advantage here. Going through Green Bryn, finding what they can find. We'll see what comes up for them.
And yeah, those autologic supers at Crab Supers are nice, and then as you see, we got some easy supers here in Pink Brinstar. The only thing that's gonna be hurting Simo as far as being far ahead of everyone on this route is the lack of high jump boots, which are one one of the best items in the game. Oh goodness, what just?
I was, I was like, I was thinking, man, Duck is going the right way. This is gonna be good. And then that crab decided to dash those plans. Hopefully, Duck or Azure goes back down that portal because we know Green Bryn is there, and we want to go that way. But this might cause even greater divergence for the two teams.
I mean, yeah, they literally do not have another option except for like the worst hell run you've ever seen from the lava dive thing. But yeah, I wasn't even watching Duck because obviously these are dangerous Meridia enemies, but with an E tank and a reserve tank that I'm pretty sure has to be full from a ship save. Like I was very much not expecting the second death that we're gonna take so far. So this is unfortunate, and yeah, this was a part of what happened to this team yesterday as far as deaths being a little costly. And you're gonna see that yesterday we had lots and lots of sync for quite a bit. This time the Bullies are just gonna be probably around a minute ahead for each runner's side on for quite a bit until we get another opportunity for divergence.
Yeah, and the reserve, I believe, doesn't count in the iframes. So once you get hit and the reserve goes in, you get a hit again. So the crab damage just hits you twice right there before you can get out of the hitbox, and that's what caused Duck to lose it there. So it was a double hit.
Yeah, here's some more early divergence. Do believe with just high jump you can get out of this play. Otherwise, I'm assuming Aster just wouldn't be doing this. But we did not get this Mama Turtle check, and we've seen some very very silly seeds where people come here and it's probably way too early out of sequence, and you end up getting like gravity. So yeah, and then IBJ does make this very much gettable. High jump boots are finally back on for Aster.
Going for the early Mama IBJ, just missiles up there.
Yeah, good to look at the
waste
wall
time
elements.
there. Yeah, wall time for sure.
It is another super. As Duck is in the acid.
Oh, Duck! Quack quack! Oh no!
He
missed the bomb.
Jumps. Oh goodness, Mama Turtle is on the loose for Aster. They need to not get hit here.
Yeah, one hit from Mama T right here is GG's, and then back to whatever save point it was. Oh, and Duck taking the unfortunate quack. No. I'm biased. I like Duck because I'm a pigeon and, birds need to stick together. But other than that, I'm trying to be unbiased for comms. But that's why D-Web is here, keeping me honest.
So, yeah, obviously this is not what you want to see in a race that is so going to be closely contested. These two teams are obviously very, very good. This is, several minutes that Duck has wasted. As we've seen, Simo and Eddie have been cleaning out Green Bryn Star. Nothing found so far except for a wave beam. We do have a 33 tanks on Simo's side, and I'm thinking as well as that one reserve. Unfortunately that's gonna be our progression, except for some red tower stuff. That is quite a few. That's enough tanks for those hell runs to be in logic, as we know there's also a reserve in 230, which Eddie does have. I'm assuming they're probably going to do the red Bryn Star. Well, yeah, I mean, there's an easy red Bryn Star portal that is no risk, and then there's a couple that could be a point of no return. But yeah, the Chicago Bulls are fine. They definitely are. They're not messing around. They definitely wanted to come in here and play their game.
And Duck collecting the high jump boots again.
Third time's a charm.
I know some might think maybe skip it here, but we do have to go through Meridia to get the Green Bryn. It's going to be helpful in the long run. While it's not 100% necessary at the moment, yeah, we're just going to want these. So I don't blame Doug for doing this.
Yeah, and we had a look at Moat. Simo did collect it. It was X-Ray, and there's the other side of Lord Warfare. We found the back at the top of Green Bryn. And here we are, Criteria Crab with the front. This is it's looking like probably Eddie is on the critical path. Unfortunately for Simo, this was oh my, please Duck live. Like,
I mean, there we go. There's the bomb. Finally.
This is still really dangerous, by the way.
There we go. Duck should be okay. Please be okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying about Simo's route. No chance to go back through the mode transition, which they came through to get back to what would be Red Tower. I'm pretty well. It would be Green Bryn to Red Tower, but that's where they want to go. But Powerbomb door, so Simo's got to go all the way back through this Green Bryn Star route, or not Green Bryn Star, sorry, Meridian route. But it will give them a chance to clean up these high jump boosts. As Eddie is going to be the one giving us our new information for now. Is in Red Tower. Spazer just supers.
We have
So
a
yeah, we're
question in
still
chat.
looking.
Question in chat about how the timing works for the co-op seed. And for this week, it's average time. So, just for the heck of it, I'll make up random numbers. If the Bullies finish this seed, like say Eddie finishes it in an hour and Simo finishes it in 50 minutes, then the team time would be 55 minutes, and the average time from the A team would have to beat that 55 to get the W here.
Yeah, as I believe this, Eddie, these are power bomb blocks. Very much wanted that E-Tank, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the middle red tower transition that Eddie has found our Kraid's lair. We'll get our first look at boss shuffle here in the seed. This is why you see Eddie taking a save. Obviously, Fantoon or Kraid would be, a good idea to go ahead and kill those bosses. If it's Dragon or if it's Ridley, we're not gonna be able to do that fight quite yet. So
Yeah,
always
unfortunately, it's
good to
going to be
save.
Dragon. Unfortunately, we're going to run on the Dragon here. That's my early guess. I was 3 for 4 last night doing this ridiculous guessing game, so let's see if it continues. And Eddie's going in.
No, right door is good. That means it's a
Nope,
killer
oh,
boss.
Fantoon. There we go.
So Fantoon early is probably one of the better things I find, especially like we're pretty early on this area seed. We have not yet seen any side of the wrecked ship. So the only unfortunate thing is this is going to be exactly 0 items in this area because the Crady tank isn't going to open up, and all of Fantoon's items are in the wrecked ship. The one boss without a door to an item location. And there's Simo finally getting those high jump boots that they very, very much want, as they'll be following Eddie to what's gonna be well, I guess they don't have to follow Eddie. They could go into Norfair with this 3+1 energy, but I'm not sure how our runners feel. I would think Fantoon especially is one of the more valuable bosses to go ahead and kill.
Yeah, and Simo shouldn't have any problem getting through here with the 3 tanks. Duck having the issues having just 1 tank.
And yeah, I'm very curious as to why Duck decided not to do this. I guess yeah, they want this information, but it's going to be a little unfortunate because of the lower Norfair that Duck's going to end up doing the same thing Simo just did, which is completely running around because of the powerbomb door lock. He does know from Mazda that there's nothing in Green Bryn that's not the wave beam and probably the extra tank that you want, which is yeah. Given the race situation from their team with the 3 deaths so far, which is as many as they took yesterday, they're gonna want to try and skip things if they can. And yeah, Timo's doing hull runs. I'm expecting maybe Azure to try and do that, while Duck can probably split off into the red tower stuff. Eddie found Norfair in a place I didn't see. Eddie, you're moving too fast. Calm down.
I missed that too, but nothing big major wise here, just some more ammo so far.
Norfair's
Oh, middle of Red Tower.
Wait, then where was Kraid's lair? Because I thought that was middle of Red Tower.
That's a great question.
Oh, Kraid was on the others.
Wait, so Kraid was vanilla?
Oh, okay.
Or the left
That
door?
makes more sense.
Oh, we got a screw attack down at Bubble Mountain Base.
Kraid was left, Red Tower was right.
So this is going to be a nice pickup for Simo here. They're going to They're going to be pretty happy having a screw attack this early in the run. Screw attack before lower Norfair always gives you a little bit of a smirk. Like, alright, this isn't going to be too big of a pain in the butt. Although any of these players can go down the lower Norfair without that and feel just fine about it. But
Yeah, and while I was fiddling around with my tracker, someone in chat has called out that probably Eddie was the one that checked this the Croc Escape item, and it's Varia. So that's a really good find, and we're gonna have to see how Simo feels about attaining this item. It is tricky. Obviously, they have Varia, they have Hydro Boots, and they have bombs. So like you can get it, and because it's Varia and it'll stop the heat damage, it is very much possible to pick up. And ooh, if Duck does this right now, it's gonna be really unfortunate because yeah, it's gonna take quite a while for Asder to do this check, kill Fantoon, and come back and get the information. But if Duck could have found a way to stay over there and do Croc Escape on his own, which is so unlikely, you're gonna have to do the Cathedral Hell run to get back over to that side. As Eddie has shown us that speed is not in the Ice Beam area. Unless it's a Crumble Shaft, but we don't have power bombs for that yet.
wait a minute, people are talking about Varia in chat. Did we see Varia somewhere?
Yeah, they said Croc Escape.
Oh, Croc Escape is Varia. Okay. So I completely missed whoever checked that.
Yeah, it has to have been Eddie at this point. I'm sure Duck will be checking that pretty quickly. But yeah, the E-Tank kit, I guess that's High Jump Missile, is pretty nice. Unless it was just the vanilla High Jump E-Tank. Oh, that's Speed Booster! Oh my god, this seat's crazy right now.
Was that Speed Booster Cathedral?
Yes, which once they get Varia is going to be, perfectly fine. Simo's going to hopefully be our first runner to get it. Hopefully we've had enough deaths, and I'm sure there are people who want this to even out, but there's also... and Duck doesn't even check the Croc Escape. At least I don't think so, because, yeah, knowing about this Fantoon right here just wants to get there.
Apathy's getting the Duck out of there. Going to fight Fantoon.
Yeah. Question about the logical number as far as this play is concerned. Ooh, that was a clutch double. Oh. Okay. I think this might be it for this attempt for Simo. Ooh. I was gonna say this is the problem. If you want all the health, you have to pause, and if you can do that and keep your rhythm, you're nuts. And more power to you. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It's so difficult.
Oh, definitely. But Simo's definitely good enough for them to get that pulled off. I was getting excited for a second there. But no shame in missing that. That's a really, really tight window. Would have been very sick, though. Simo with a close save, I think right above Croc. Well, Croc's portal, anyway. So we're gonna go for the Varia again.
Yeah, and if Duck doesn't dip back in there and check that item, which why would you do that? Like, this is just really, really bad for that team. Because the hell runs are not exactly the most appetizing thing with 3+1, which it would be 3+1 for Duck, and it would be 4+0 for Asder because of how they decided to split up these checks. And
right in time for Simo. 14 health and grabbing it. Nice job.
Varia to immediately speed booster if you just have that for a lot longer than your opponents. Like, it's gonna be tough. Oh, Eddie!
Not enough anymore. Did Eddie take a save?
Almost certain, yes. It would be foolish not to, right? But yeah, one death apiece for them so far. As Asder has found the one of the final West Meridia portals we have outstanding at the top of Red Tower. The Meridia Escape is there's Fantoon kill number 3 for Apathy Duck, and yeah. Only acquired for Simo, speed acquired for Simo.
Only Simo without the Fantoon down, but with Varia and speed, that's worth the time difference right there.
Yeah, now you can clean up these Norfair items pretty quickly. Yeah, we are still looking for a power bomb, which is one of those things that can happen, kind of regardless of the item split that you're playing. I was about to say that this needs to be a check that Azure can do because yeah, no power bombs to go back the other way, and
Oh boy,
I would be surprised, but not completely, if you can do the back of this check with with just high jump, although Azure does have opportunities for power bombs here as well. But this is not good. Okay, Duck really needs to like go check this Varia, but even that is like I said, Azure is at a point of no return. So power bombs are what would get them back to that area being accessible.
yeah, as we're going suitless, um, definitely a pretty set in stone decision here. Just ammo in the left pit.
Yeah, missile and a super. And I think that's a save back to Kraid's lair. The question I have is whether or not Fantoon's still dead, which is probably no. But yeah, Eddie and Seymour are cleaning up Norfair. So far, I think they haven't found anything else. Just that speed at Cathedral, which is making everything so much better. It actually does look like it's a dead Fantoon. Yeah, Azure did end up saving after the kill as well, which is good for their position in this race. It's just
For sure, heads up play.
it's bad that Duck just hasn't looked at that croc item. That's what needs to happen. Maybe
Well, Azure's going down.
Azure.
Hopefully, Azure will take a look at it.
And Duck's high jump boots were off. So ammo is also looking good for, well, at least Eddie. He has double the missiles of Simo from what I can see. I'm also not sure if either runner has checked the single chamber transition. It does look like they maybe want to split these things off as far as which way they're going, but yeah.
Not sure about that either. But Duck at least has knowledge on speed booster now, so that'll help a little bit.
Yeah, and as quickly as Azure also got to this play, I'm assuming also no check. So yeah, it's really not going their way right now.
No check. Neither of the A team knows about Various suit yet, unfortunately.
And that's like the one item that you don't do without Varia like ever, because why would you do that to yourself?
Exactly.
Unless
and only 3 tanks.
There's one boon to that, which is like this, and this is like a really Galaxy Brain play that's really easy for me to think of not being running right now. But like you could save here, and then you could speed the speedway over to check it, and then see it and reset to it. But like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that personally. It's just something I literally thought of right now because it's possible.
Yeah, I like Tracy's point here. The other, to the A team, possible, both of them think the other one scouted that, and there's nothing to worry about at the moment.
And yeah, obviously, I mean, the worst part about it is like knowing Vari is there, you just go to it. You don't do these hell runs and commit yourself to refilling a bunch of times. And yeah, okay, so Eddie's going over to what I'm assuming is this transition at single chamber. There's a duck save. Azure resets with nothing at speed, wants their health back.
Yeah,
And
so we're gonna get a single chamber portal check here from Eddie. I don't know if we've seen this yet, but it is Torian. Good knowledge to have, but we're not going to be back here for a little bit.
So
yeah, still no power bombs. Power bombs have been very elusive. Great any percent strat by Eddie getting out of single chamber with that morph ball D boost. I really like that one.
Okay, and Asger's save was in was still back at Craze Lair, so once again, here's an opportunity for this check of Croc Escape. And this is the thing I kind of realized it last summer in the tournament. The way the area works and given a certain set of transitions, our first power bombs can be in Lower Norfair right now. Because we have both of those available. Obviously, you would have to go in the back
Oh
to
no.
to do that check. Yeah, Azure just wants this extra tank. That's why they're in here. But yeah, you could go through the back of Lower Norfair and you can do every check. You just can't get back to the front. Well, you also can't go
Triple
down
save,
towards Ridley.
D-Web. Sorry to interrupt, but I just haven't seen... Oh, quadruple save almost. That's a rare one to see. Speed Booster is the Cathedral item underneath the lava, so we're going to want Varia Suit for that, or extra tanks. But Azure and Duck have not looked down at Croc Escape yet, which is really unfortunate, because that would change their minds on the routing big time.
Yeah. Once they find that Varia, they are very much not going to be happy about how things have gone for them so far. Azure does look like they want to get this speed, probably go out and then take the quick way to Bubble Mountain, which has nothing, as Duck has just found out. I don't know if they have that final yeah, they do have that other information as far as where the chronic boost portal takes them. So they're in a situation where they literally have to find Varia, because to my knowledge, looking at this map, the only answers can be Lower Norfair, which Eddie may be going to right now, or it's the other thing that Eddie's going to right now, which is Meridian Map. Yeah. As there's also in a position where farming up right now is not a good thing. It's pretty slow. But yeah, this is a one-way for Eddie. I'm assuming he has a pretty accessible save. Oh, and it is wrecked ship front.
Looks like just ammo up at the maze for Eddie. And Azure taking the Croc path, but we're probably not going to see Croc escape item from this side. I don't think any player would go trying to bomb jump in a hell run just to see what that item is. So this is still kind of crummy news for the A team here.
This 2 portal was checked by the Bullies. They definitely knew what was going on here. And yeah, this is actually pretty unfortunate because I was talking about this answer potentially being Lower Norfair and forcing the A team to find this Varia suit. Wreck ship with Phantom very much dead for everyone is completely open. So they're just gonna run away from it. Oh yeah, Azure doesn't need a bomb jump anymore, that is true. High jump and speed makes the jump really easy, but it's just not on their mind right now. Like that much is pretty obvious to me. Like if this team had thought about Croc Escape,
I know they
can, they'd be there.
I know they can do the spark, but why would you when you don't even know what's over there at this point and you're not thinking about it?
Yeah, with high jump and speed, you actually wouldn't need the short charge. You can just
jump. You can
just run and jump. Yeah, and wall jump. So yeah, Eddie's in wreck ship, Simo following him, which is interesting to me. Again, I would have expected a Lower Norfair wreck ship split off if they remember where Lower Norfair is, which is it's Green Brent Star, which is a little bit far away, I suppose. But yeah, here's Simo doing this check that Azure did as well. Nothing here in Mama Turtle, but this is a fine play when you have quite a bit more health as well as Varia, which will help you get out. So yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what else they're probably thinking on the A-team side? They're thinking about Waterway. Of course they are. As Eddie picks up Caesar.
The one Brinstar check that we had to abandon. So... But Waterway
needs PF power bombs. Yeah. Hopefully they're not thinking about Waterway then, because they can't get there. So yeah, they're going to be in the same place as Eddie. It looks like actually all 4 runners are probably going to end up right here, unless, at this point I'm just going to stop talking about Varia until they last location it.
34 minutes in with no PBs though, that's That stinks, plain and simple. They're
It
just
really
doing
does.
whatever you can to find a pack, but they're nowhere to be found at the moment. Yeah, Azur's gonna check ocean missiles. I'm pretty sure Eddie already checked this. I didn't see it. Simo is now coming through. Okay, so the super's down there. We're gonna see what Duck's decide. Oh, Duck is checking. Now the
Oh,
A
they
team
finally
knows.
did it. They're
Now
not
they
gonna be happy about this at all. At
Yeah,
all.
now they know, and they're probably in a very sour mood 10 minutes in the past. Um,
So Ice Beam, that finally puts any extraneous Murdy items that we haven't been able to check so far in Logic. And that does give them a way out of this if the back of Wreck Ship is untenable, which you know is pretty unlikely. But
now Azur's gonna be like, Duck, what do you mean Varia is back at Croc Escape? And Duck's like, dude, I told you Quack. And Azure doesn't speak Duck, so that's probably the problem here.
yeah, so and that's the other thing I was interested in. I do not believe we've seen a boss check on this side from the Bullies, and given that they have Varia, it's only Dragon that would be bad. Ooh, and there's Charge Beam in Wreck Ship, the Sky missiles.
Phaser, great beam to go with your plasma. You can do the chainsaw beam. There's another one too, but I already forgot it. But yeah, good skip by Asder. Don't waste the 7 seconds picking that up.
Yeah, the one thing I will say as far as if the A team have any chance of getting back in this race, that Charge Beam is it's good for them because there's not going to be some great ammo deficiency, especially as much as Duck is skipped. As we finally see the Varia pick up, as they're also not checking this boss, especially with Varia known. I very much like not pricing yourself into a senseless check that could be Ridley, and you definitely have the ability to kill that boss with item knowledge, just not items collected.
I have to respond to chat. How do I not remember Murder Beam or Space Time Beam, but I remember Chainsaw Beam? I wasn't showing off. My brain is just weird. For some reason, that was the only one I remembered. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Sorry, I just don't know.
All right, so Eddie has made very, very quick work of this wreck chip. As you can see, we're already through bowling. High jump and speed are good. There's certainly a selection of people who say that this area sucks with your movement items and you should turn it off. But if you've got the practice and the strats, this is very much a good item set to be doing, whether it's 100% or the old route at 8%. Looks like he already scouted the wreck ship reserve, which I didn't see, but it is not something that he needs. Otherwise, I'm assuming he'd be there. Maybe Aster will show us. As Simo's finally getting the boss info.
No, Chainsaw Beam is really weird. It's a glitched beam. You do need Spazer to activate it. It's another Spazer plasma thing like Murder Beam, but Chainsaw is it's really short for range like a chainsaw is, and you can only shoot it while you have power bombs activated. It's it's very odd. So I don't even know why I thought of it. But charge beam pickup for Azure, that is good news. Duck will know about that, and charge plasma means we're not going to be looking for ammo at the end. But at this point, that's only going to favor the Bullies, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the other thing that I had just had the thought about a few seconds ago, Eddie just full cleared wreck ship, and I said didn't check the wreck ship reserve because it's power bomb locked, and we still don't have power bombs, but we do have Kraid at the wreck ship. Okay, I'm just because someone has to say it. I'm gonna be that one. We could have first power bombs at Kraid E-Tank. That is a possibility right now. We did get spring balls for even more suitless Meridian nonsense, because why the heck not? It's a super missile. as they're funnily enough speedballed through those blocks, so also had to mock ball back out.
Oh my goodness.
Speed.
I don't think I've seen power bombs be this elusive yet this year.
Oh goodness. And There's also shout outs to Glove in chat. One of the best runners in this league, and also a fun person to have in chat. First, power bombs behind bot's wound, thanks to our new Varia changes that give you the ability to break those blocks with bombs. That's a fun possibility that we're very much capable of doing right now. Simo is hoping that all that funny business is out the door and we're just gonna find him here. But why would that be the case? Why?
Why indeed?
See, our options are they're Sudless Meridia, their Crady tank, and their Lower Northair, which Duck is heading to, I believe. Yeah, this the top of Green Brinstar is the Three Musketeers transition of that. And unless he finds power bombs, relatively quickly, he's not even going to be able to go to the boss, which is unfortunately for him, it would have to be Vanilla Ridley, even if he gets power bombs to be completable, because Spring Ball is over here behind Kraid as well. So unless Grapple's down on the way, no chance at an escape that isn't very, very silly.
And if we do find power bombs, a lot of these checks like Spore Spawn, Wave Gate, Mission Impossible, things that need PBs, probably just going to be extra power bomb packs once we do find them, because everything else has been out and in the open. So at least for that point, if the runners have that knowledge, they won't have to go back searching those areas. They'll just know that, hey, we don't need this. Unless Gravity Suit remains evasive as well, then we'll be on another hunt later on for that. Oh yeah, suppose and people. Good point, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm unsure about Spore Spawn, because a lot of people like to do that with power bombs as Forgotten Highway leads to Forgotten Highway, by the way. So both of our runners are in Suitless Meridian right now. We do know Left Sandpit doesn't have supers. We don't know about Right Sandpit. Simo showing off some this is how you get up this room without gravity, unless you do a double spring ball jump. You could have probably single spring ball jumped off of that very much raised height crab, but again, this is another that was a sick flatly jump. Oh my goodness. Simo showing off here. I would not have guessed in a million years that would work.
Me neither. That was awesome. And now I feel like all that practice I did this year, why? Simo's just too good.
Okay. Oh, and Simo is not doing I guess if you wanted to do the rest of this stuff, you Simo, have the thought. Just charge a spark, go in there and spark up Main Street. Do it.
Mothman, so it's the beard? So I need to shave my beard, or Simo has a way better beard than I do? What's the point you're trying to make? Either way, I think you're correct. I need to shave it, or Simo has an awesome beard. I don't know, because I haven't met Simo, but Simo does rock, and I love watching Simo play this game.
But yeah, here's Duck doing this reverse acid dive. Still at this point is not gated by power bombs yet, but cannot actually get out of Lower Norfair this way. So, and if he finds power bombs, he's gonna want to go back to find the boss at this place and really hope that it's Ridley, which is possible in our given scenario. But Screw Attack is his last out. Hopefully, if he doesn't have a save somewhere, which I believe actually the Green Bryn save was used, which would be extremely heads up if that's the case. But it's Screw Attack and the Super Missile location. I'm forgetting. You just can't go the front way. Not only does Duck not have space jump. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you have to fall down Worst Room to be able to do that. So Duck just isolated an out that they had on this side as far as power bombs being really dumb. That really sucks. Yeah, Lava Dive connector on the front side of Lower North Fair is Criteria Crab. Ooh, and that it looks like Duck's gonna go back and try and get those. This is something that Simo has given us some Suitless Meridia stuff in West Meridia that we haven't yet seen. And someone has to find power bombs soon. That
I know,
much I know.
45 minutes almost, and no PBs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Kip,
And
keep your beard. That's the SM superpower. You wanna hang on to that. And if you don't have a beard, just make one out of paper mache and shove it on your face. It works just the same way.
So Eddie is selecting Batwoon as a check for the power bombs. I don't think Eddie's done any sand pits. Shout out to Snail Climb. It's really easy with Spring Ball. Yeah, so yeah, Screw Attack and GT Supers are not power bomb locked, I don't think. Especially because they have Screw Attack, that's gonna make the jump up to that strange location pretty easy. Yeah, Azur's gonna end up in the same place as Eddie. We'll see if they decide to also, clean up that right sand pick check before doing this, as Simo is giving us a watering hole. And if no one finds the answer soon, what I said about Crady Tank is, pretty likely to be correct at this point. But there may or may not be a riot in some Discord channels if this is our power bomb location that Eddie's about to find, because
still nothing at watering hole for Simo, just the missiles and super missiles. Yeah, I don't know if there's any specific record, but this long without a power bomb, I haven't seen it.
It's Space Jump, which doesn't unlock the item over there because of power bombs, but it's really, really silly. I just wanted to state that out loud for the record. It does not unlock GT missiles. It doesn't. Not on its own. We still need power bombs. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
On my tangent that I was on, I just wanted to say that by the logic, I'm pretty sure that traversing this specific area from back to front without gravity is not a thing it'll expect you to do. So even though obviously both Asdor and Eddie got to this, Batwoon thing without needing power bombs at all, even if those blocks were still vanilla power bomb blocks, this is not in logic. So if those were the power bombs, it very much expected you to use that new change to get to this place. As yeah. Oh goodness. I don't think sand pits are in logic, so I actually think Duck is in the right place. Unless it's Kraid. But
Eddie with the reverse ice clip out of Batwoon. Nicely done.
There was Screw Attack, there it is.
Power bombs at Screw Attack. Almost at the 47-minute mark. That's ridiculous.
Okay. It did not show us the space jump locked item being what they needed. Unfortunately, Duck just went in here without a save and has 10 max supers. This is like...
And the only runner without charge beam. This really stinks. Yeah.
This is like SM Impossible level ammo. Hopefully Azur can... Azur's going to save. Hopefully Azur can get out of here with relative quickness. Oh goodness. Duck making this look like it's the GT fight from Super Metroid Subversion, which is really difficult. Did not find that cheater spot and is not in a good position right now. Okay, yeah. So, oh my goodness, is Duck gonna find the spot? Is Duck gonna find the spot? It's unfortunate that E-Tank is at the unobtainable location because it would be really nice to have.
And power bombs are gone again.
Yeah,
so
I
guess technically 48 minutes in, still no power bombs. At least we know where they are now. But that's Duck being the only one without charge. Of course, Duck was the one to find the power bombs, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the save location down towards Ridley is obtainable without power bombs. It just sucks, but very much not a thing you're doing when, again, I mean, Duck probably didn't think this was going to be the answer.
I wouldn't think it'd be the answer either, so I don't blame Duck one bit.
Yeah, and here's the other unfortunate thing. Like, Eddie's headed here now, so like all of the speed advantage that Duck might have had by getting those earlier than everyone, and as they're having the knowledge and not having to do those silly, suitless plays in West Meridia, it's like the reset and the death are really just kind of negating that right now. So yeah, Azure is also, gonna get this space jump and then beeline for this lower Norfair play that is gonna be our power bombs at screw attack, which is something I realized was possible at some point when all of this area randomizer was being played. It's so silly. I mean, as you can see, like the way that the portals have to, map themselves out, the way that things have to go. Eddie's going from the front. This is literally not doable. There's too many. There's powerbomb blocks in both directions. So again, more time wasted as Simo is doing this for space jump exactly. And oh my goodness, I also wasn't thinking of this. I forgot that like this is a doable thing. You usually want like grapple for this, but you really don't need it. So yeah, Aster's just gonna kill this boss. Assuming they can get this ice climb, which isn't too bad, but yeah, they're gonna turn off plasma right now.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally knock out the Metroid. Oh no.
Okay. We'll see how long Asger decides to commit to this play. It's very, very map efficient, like not having to come back here ever again. Assuming, yeah, I mean we're only looking for gravity at this point, so you're not coming back for Shack and Plasma. Answer Kip's question in chat. Yes, Wasteland is the only thing that makes. Oh my goodness, Duck.
Oh man. This is just crazy to me. So we did find power bombs at 47 minutes, but we're coming up on 51 and haven't found a way to keep those power bombs yet. I don't think I've seen a seed like this. This is crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I cut myself off, but yeah. Kip asked a question. The only thing in any area randomizer seed that like completely hard requires power bombs is Wasteland going to Ridley's boss. That is actually a true statement, given a certain portal layout that allows such things. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Especially with the changes to those aqueduct blocks really make that more possible. I didn't see what Azure just picked up at Precious, but it definitely wasn't gravity, which is kind of all that matters. Yeah, there were also calls from some runners to do some very, very silly things that are possible in Lower Norfair with Ice Beam to get around the power bomb requirement, but unless you are the one person that has done 136% GT code RTA, I very much don't expect that to be something that we see.
Oh, come on now. There's got to be at least 3 people on that list by now. but anyway, very nice Ridley fight by Asder without the Varia suit. Not missing a single time. Cleaning it up very nice. We're going to see what's behind Ridley. Just misses.
It was impossible for it to be anything that they needed, given that all we need is gravity, and it very much isn't going to be here. But yeah, we're seeing. I'm a little bit worried, if I'm being honest, for the Bullies because Eddie just rechecked the old Mother Brain missile. That PB lock from that side could. Oh no. Yeah, it could be deterring them from doing Lower Norfair at all, which obviously we know is the play. If they don't think that's possible, they're going to be headed to Crade, and if that's not also power bombs, they could be in trouble as well. Duck has been, I've been mildly paying attention once we've known that power bombs are exactly here. I don't think Duck's had any trouble with this Green Gate glitch, which is now the 3rd time that he's had to do it. Health refill. That is beautiful. We love to see that. Oh, well, yeah. It looks like I was wrong. Simo's probably headed towards this Ellen play now. But the other unfortunate thing that we have found out from Master's Ridley kill is that Dragon's in Lower Norfair, and Duck is the one person without Spring Ball because it's in Wreck Ship, and Duck hasn't been there yet.
And Charge was there at Sky Missiles too, right? And that's why Duck is lacking there.
Yeah, Duck very much is going to get to Wreck Ship at some point because yeah, you want Charge. He's a 25-10 and it'll get you to full beam, so he very much wants to do that. But yeah, we are gonna find out this Crady tank item. I thought that's where Eddie was headed. Yeah, Zeb 316.
We don't
I have
know.
a question specifically for Zeb because of all the area rando seeds he's played. Have you, Zeb, ever seen first power bombs at Screw Attack?
Because Duck found them at 48 minutes, but couldn't keep them until 54 minutes. So this has been pretty darn crazy.
Yeah, so for our longtime fans of for Super Metroid Randomizer, there was a race in the first round of the playoffs in Season 3 where live on stream, pretty much, the entire community found out that Snail Clip was in Logic and could be expected of us. This feels like part 2 of that where we all just found power bombs at Screw Attack. Logical first power bombs. And
at least we didn't find it in the playoffs, I guess, right?
Yeah, Azure just found Azure's gonna clean up this right sand pit before heading to Lower Norfair. And hopefully, yes, nice Hoda Ruby special, Simo. Love to see that. Simo's shown off some sick tech so far. Power bomb!
Oh, right side sandpit power bombs as well.
Yeah, definitely Screw Attack is the logical ones. Unless exactly Gravity is at is at Crady tank. Oh, and Grapple Beam, that is clutch. That is so clutch for Duck. Oh my goodness. Duck can now kill this Dragon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there were some questions in chat because, Azure has 3 of the bosses killed and the only one not accessible to them was this Lower Norfair play. Yeah, Duck definitely knew this was Dragon, and that was one of 2 items that could have gotten him the ability to kill Dragon. And we're also getting dangerously low on even available gravity suit locations, by the way, because it's Crady tank, it's power bomb locked things in Green Brinstar, which is it's Edacoon's, Wave Gate,
things, right?
Mission Impossible. That's 5 items, and then it's
yeah.
Because there's a bunch of power bomb slot stuff in Criteria, but that's not gravity suit.
Yeah,
looks like Eddie came down to this save. Coming down to that save would have been really good for Duck quite a few times. But yeah, Azure does have to get out of this. Has been in East Meridia for quite a while, but honestly, the fact that they found, ooh, okay, are you gonna get high enough? This is, oh my goodness. So yeah. Oh, that snail was an absolute friend. Shoutouts to the snail.
It's rare for the snail to be a good friend like that. Wow.
So yeah, the question here, there's 2 questions. One of them is where is Gravity? The other question is does anyone care? Because Azure very much doesn't. Azure is literally in go mode right now.
Yeah,
especially with the grapple being so easily accessible, you don't even have to worry about double spring ball out of Dragon. Azure's in go mode, Duck has to get to the wreck ship stuff, but
no Varia for Azure. Azure knows where it is.
Varia for a while, Azure's had.
Azure killed Ridley without Varia just recently.
Azure doesn't have Varia.
Yeah, Azure's the only one that didn't pick it up, and Azure just doesn't care. It's yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess I was paying that much attention to the Ridley fight that I didn't even notice health draining.
Hey, well, four screens. I just happened to be looking at that one.
Yeah, Azure's about to get Varia. It will not be difficult. Has high jump speed and space. And yeah, Simo did the same thing of just kind of barreling into this GT fight, but full beam combo is making it a bit of a breeze. So yeah, this is. I have no idea what the race situation is right now because yeah, none of these runners need gravity. And Azra's probably ahead of everyone with the Ridley kill and not having to do this Ellen back and forth. That's huge. But I have no idea Duck's situation.
For a while, I was thinking, oh, Bullies are definitely ahead here because they found Varia, like 8 minutes earlier than the A team because they just didn't do that check. So I was thinking for a long time, okay, Bullies are definitely comfortably in the lead here, but with the way this is played out now, it's like it's anybody's thing. It's anybody's game. And as they're out of all four of them, Azur's definitely doing their thing in the lead, all by themselves at the moment.
So Azur strangely went to the croc door and went in and went down the tube and broke it, but didn't pick up Varia yet. Which is, very much not what they wanted to do. I'm very confused about what is being attempted. Yeah, just go back up here.
Yeah, Azur just has Phazon suit, nothing else. And still finding a way to get it done.
So yeah, Azur's path is obviously this various suit pickup, and then you got to go to the back of Laura Norfair to go get that kill, which is a little bit far away. But then and Turian's back here in Norfair. So yeah, I'm very curious how much more checking is done for anyone, frankly, because yeah, as you can see, Duck is running through Green Brinstar and not doing anything. This is probably where gravity is. Honestly, it's very likely in my opinion, but yeah. We're gonna see lots of suitless action, and everyone else besides, what we saw Azure do in East Meridian, everyone else is gonna have grapple, and that's gonna make things a bit quicker, especially as far as that halfy climb room. But holy cow, what a crazy seed and what a crazy race. And yeah, Duck also has the unfortunate thing about having to get to wreck ship for the full beam combo, which he very much wants to do first. But oh yeah, and in light of doing that first, also has to go kill Fantoon first, which is at Kraid's lair. So this is the pathing for Duck is what's making me think that Bullies are probably still ahead. But it's so weird and crazy, and yeah, and Azur's doing a little bit of running around. The PB Azur found was in right sand pit. Question in chat. So yeah, hopefully Duck has the realization. The first step for Duck is Kraid's lair. You have to kill Fantoon first, and then you have to go to wreck ship, get your full beam combo, and kill Kraid, and then you can go to East Meridia, and then you're good. But if that's not the order picked, gonna be in a tight spot as far as you do not want to go to wreck ship, kill the boss, leave, and then come back later and have to do the item pickup for ice in charge.
Okay, so I missed something important because I stopped watching Duck. I thought Duck was fighting Dragon. Did something happen there that didn't work out?
No, Dragon's dead.
Dragon is dead for Duck? Okay.
Yeah.
I know the trackers, not the trackers, the people, but the trackers on the computer can be a little slow to update themselves sometimes. So,
yeah. Both Dasser and Paragon are doing a great job for us so far.
They absolutely are. So please give them a follow. I was just confused because I stepped away for just a second and I still saw the Dragon up there. But yeah, Paragon, Dasser have never let me down in any commentary so far. I didn't expect it.
Oh goodness. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm silly. Duck has Fantoon killed. I was saying all that nonsense for no reason. They both killed Fantoon very quickly. So yeah, this is all fine for Duck. And
that's gotta be my
Dragon
fault.
just had a missile. There's one other thing that we've been waffling about, and especially with my gravity suit comments. There's one transition that we never checked and we never will check. I'm sure everyone can probably guess, given that we just found power bombs, that is it's meme route. Croc is there.
Oh yeah, good point. And that could be where gravity is.
Yeah, which is very much
No one's gonna
thought.
get that now.
Yeah, that's very much a thing that's like gonna like, tell you that like just don't look for gravity. Like we've already, as already said a little bit on Duck's side, like not even checking some of those green burn star places that could have had it. Like it's not a thing you need to do. And yeah, as we can see by what's been going on with all of these runners, they've been frazzled. You know, we've been talking and theorizing and having lots of fun with you know, figuring this out. They've been pressing buttons and unfortunately dying quite a few times. So yeah,
And all
fortunately,
all
this crate
four of
get
them,
killed.
and all four of them think they're extremely far behind. I'm sure at this point, because all of them know their opponents are very good players. So this has got to be pretty stressful.
Yeah, and Eddie and Simo going separate directions out of Lower Norfair. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm back to what I was thinking earlier. I do think Azure is decently likely to finish first. Everyone else just has to get to East Meridia, but as we can see by Duck needs to collect Ice and Charge, which are in you know, not terrible places in Wreck Ship because no bowling is required, but the right side attic item sucks. Everyone knows it. It's not fun. Like, screw this item.
Oh, and Azure skipped grapple, so we're gonna need a double springboard jump to get out of here.
Yeah, that's got to be a mistake going along with what I was saying about, you know, the general frazzledness of our runners. Grapple is both a quicker kill and an easier exit, but I happen to know Azur's pretty good at this, so hopefully not too much trouble. But that is that's not going to be a fun time if this takes, you know, any longer than a few attempts. And and the thing about it is, so Duck's best way to East Meridia is unfortunately full Forgotten Highway. I think even with how dumb that is, it's faster than finding the other ways around. And Dragon Dead doesn't matter because you're suitless, but like, yeah, this is probably going to be a very down to the wire finish if I had to guess. As Duck somehow didn't open this door when he killed the enemies the first time. Another unfortunate thing that's going on. But yeah, as you can see, the Bullies are both in East Meridia right now, and Duck is gonna be, you know,
Nice job by Aster too, getting out of there.
yeah, Duck's gonna be behind them. And as they're doing a little bit of token farming, I do not know the best route to Turian from Lower Norfair. Honestly, I'm not even gonna try. Yeah. Second snail climb for Eddie. Fun times being had by all. And you know. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Not that Suitless Botswoon is like any time commitment, especially with microwave, but oh goodness, yeah. This is okay, where's Aqueduct? Let me see if this is defensible. Aqueduct is at the red elevator. Okay. Where does Main Street go? Crate entry. It's not terrible, but I still don't know if oh, but this is smart. If you can yeah, open that door first, Duck. Or no, wait, hold on. Sparking doesn't work because you have to mid-air morph too fast. So yeah, if Duck can get this with relative quickness, this won't be too bad, but yeah, like I've been saying this for a little bit. Every single moment right now is very, very important. Because this is going to be a tight finish. As yeah, Duck needs to freeze a crab. And then you can probably just do a solo spring wall jump and you'll be good.
Oh, double crab freeze. Okay. Duck got rid of both of them. Now just has one on the left. That's good, not gonna get stuck there.
So Azur's out of lower Norfair now. Eddie is grappling up this halfy climb room. Zemo's right on his tail. Okay, one spring ball jump. Hopefully has enough room with this crab, and it unfreezes
unfroze.
right when he gets there. He's gonna try a double now.
It done thawed out. That's not good. As they're on the way to Torian, everyone else needs to go take out Ridley. And Eddie's the first one there. And I'm sure you already said this, D-Web, but I had to step away for a moment, so I forgot.
No, you're all good.
There we go. That's a good crab freeze. That'll help Duck get up there.
Yeah, not even sure if a spring ball jump is necessary, but is gonna turn it off and turn it back on just in case. And that's a clutch freeze. So yeah, the other crab hit him, and he got boosted back here. Question in chat: this is average time, so we are very, very, very likely gonna have a 1-4 versus 2-3 finish as Duck gets out of Meridian map. Shout out to the good boys / the cat girls for all of our people in the Rando lore know. But yeah, Duck is gonna be what, maybe 2 minutes behind Simo, given also has to kill Batwoon, which, you know, it's not gonna be too bad. It's got its full beam microwave, but yeah, needs to run. Everyone needs to run. No one's feeling great about this. Obviously the power bomb location is silly, and A team knows it was breakable. You know, the Bullies very much do not. So this is gonna be, we're gonna have to do some math.
Okay, well, 30 supers against Ridley is 18,000 damage. So that's a 600 per super. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my turn is that the Bullies are gonna finish very close to each other. So basically, what has to happen is Duck has to lose to them by less than Azure beats them. That's how the A team wins this. And yeah, as we can see, Azure is our first person into Torian. It is gonna be, I have no clue how far away they are from this Torian, and you know, it's honestly a little irrelevant because all three of our runners are the same distance from it. But like, yeah, Duck needs to run and needs to run quickly because all of this suitless stuff has cut into the time that he may have had. So, Metroid Room 1.
So this is really important for Asder to just have a great Torian to help Duck out at this point.
Yeah.
The faster Asder does this, the better chances Duck has. And Asder is having a nice Torian so far.
Yeah, and there's a lot of times in chat where we're talking about, you know, leads and time makeup or whatever. Like, this is the race where, like, you need to hit baby skip, you need to hit Zeb skip first try, you need to not have any health issues, you need to nail this wall jump that Eddie is doing, you need to, like, you know, this is all very vital time. So,
and unfortunately Asder doesn't have enough for stand up, because that would be a huge help here, but neither does anyone else except for Simo. Simo, they are the only ones that can do a proper stand up at the end, so that when it's all said and done, that could really help the Bullies.
okay, here's our baby skip attempt. Good first couple jumps. You do need to break that one, you know, stray bramble, and that is good. As Duck makes the ice climb. So yeah, ooh. Eddie's in red tower now.
Eddie's taking a switch and teams the Vile Plume.
Oh my goodness. Someone else just pointed out another possible Gravity Seed location, which was beta power bombs, because that item is power bomb locked. Shoutouts to power bombs. X-rays also possible. Like the
Yeah,
number of like
only one power bomb pack, so if our runners wanted to search for that, they're probably going to find the other 7 power bomb packs and then gravity. It'd be a giant guessing game / lottery of where the heck gravity is. So I like the decision of everyone just getting out of dodge and going for the finish. But yeah, very true. It could have been anywhere behind any of these powerbomb locations.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we know is that if it's not exactly Crate E-Tank, it's powerbomb locked. And it's really silly. So yeah, here's Eddie coming up on Turian. I do not know. I do not know if Duck is close enough, but it's gonna be.
It took 48 minutes for Duck to find Peeves, and Duck could not keep the Peeves because not having the only player without charge, and was stuck in GT fight. So the first time we actually got Peeves and held onto them was 54 minutes again by Duck. So it was absolutely ridiculous.
And I don't even know why the second death came in. I was not looking at his screen, and then I looked over and he was dead. So very unfortunate things that happened, and most unfortunate was the semi-ridiculous powerbomb hunt that we have.
Emergency and Ducker Z.
So yeah, here's Eddie in Metroid Room 3. So far, so clean, as far as I've seen. Ridley and Mother Brain on the other side of the screen.
This could be a heck of a dream. Sorry, you kept rhyming. I had to go with
it. No, I appreciate the riffing. This has been something else. So yeah, there's Simo 1:15:47 at the elevator. I'm gonna try and keep that in my mind. 1:15:47. Where do I have anything to write something down?
Here comes Mother Brain 3 for Asder.
Eddie with the Stachio skip, showing that Simo's not the only person that can show off sick tech on their team. But yeah, Duck is done with Ridley. Is doing this spring ball out of Precious Room. Only one spring ball. Well, it's 2 separate single spring ball jumps. No doubles needed here. So, all right, are we gonna down back? Someone in chat's gonna be very unhappy about this lack of down back. But Eddie's through. Simo's done with Metroid rooms. There's Duck out of here.
And another funny thing is Asder is the only player in this match to kill Ridley without Varia, and decided to pick up Varia at the very end, just to make Mother Brain a little bit more relaxing.
Also, running through Lower Norfair was untenable without Varia, but yeah.
And then, yeah, smarter reasons like D-Web just pointed out. But it was a heck of a show by Asder. So whatever happens here, Asder took this brutal seed and turned in a very nice time here. So GG's in for Asder, finishing this up just under the 118 mark at 117:49.
Yeah, Asder going to be our first finisher, 1 hour 17 minutes 50 seconds.
And I'm trying to remember where the Torian portal, like how far Duck has to go to get to the Torian portal.
It's single chamber. So coming out of here, you're in Red Tower to Tube, which is a croc door in Upper Norfair, and then you go from there. As yeah,
Oh no, and killing the Metroid, not being able to get out in that way now.
I think
Gonna have to
Doug
release
wanted to
this
go
one.
this way because if you don't do this, you have to climb back up, and this will let you, be at the top. But yeah, and this isn't even the right place, is it? Yeah, you have to clip through that. So unfortunate when you're in this seed and everything's been going awry for like an hour and 20 minutes, and yeah, mine's not all there, unfortunately, and is now leaving out the other side. Yeah, everyone in chat is very curious about this gravity location. What we're not curious about is the slow progression speed that was just confirmed on screen. I couldn't say it fast enough to people to not think I'm cheating, but yeah, that was not in question. The question is where's gravity and why is it at grapple beam?
And there were 7 power bomb packs in this seed somewhere, so all those power bomb doors and power bomb blocked items is just going to be another PB pack.
Yeah. Question
My
from Alan
goodness.
chat. We do not allow slowest is not an option anymore. Um so we were never gonna see a slowest as yeah. Eddie's done with Mother Brain, he's in the escape CMO's about to hit the Mother Brain 2 to 3 cutscene.
But we will put a slowest in the playoffs just for Kip.
So yeah, we're getting very close to this knowledge. Where on earth was our
That's got to be
our
Croc,
silly
right?
gravity suit? Yeah, I mean, look, like I
Gotta be,
said,
right?
it's a grapple beam and the seed hates us, but energy
Brinstar
tank,
Gate,
Brinstar Gate. That sucks.
the
It was
wave
so
gate
easy.
behind the power bomb.
It was so easy. That really sucks. But I don't disagree with anyone not looking for it. There were too many terrible places.
Yeah, you would have had 6 other rooms that were power bomb blocked, and 5 of them that you could reasonably want to check.
And yeah,
It
Eddie,
would
our
just be a
second
lottery to
finisher,
find it. 121.02. Great job, Eddie.
1:20:57 official time.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, screw a chat for the logical
Web has the
peeps.
better clock than I do.
We very much knew that logical peeps were screwed. There was no way it was any. The only other place it could have possibly been was Crate Tank, but that was not the case. So yeah, CMO's in Mother Brain 3. And yeah, Duck is headed towards Turian.
Okay, she said Eddie's time was a 1:20:57.
Correct.
Okay, so Azure has a 3-minute and 5-second lead there.
3:07. But yeah.
I think now Simo on the escape. I don't think there's a way Duck can catch up here to make that average time work out for the A team.
And he's also lost because he just needs to go to 2. Unless he wants an energy refill, like yeah, try not to be, like I said, it's hard and the seed has been crazy and they've been all over the place.
A very difficult seed, yeah.
Yeah.
And
he's even taking the slower route.
Until this week, Duck hadn't lost the match all season. Duck's a great player. I'm not trying to down talk him at all. Heck, I couldn't beat him. But that's not a compliment saying I couldn't beat him, but I'm not trying to down talk Duck because the A team has been fantastic all regular season long, and they're going to go into the playoffs in a good seeding situation and have every chance like everyone else. But for the Bullies, Simo is finishing up. They are getting a time of 1:23:14 on Race Time GG.
But yeah, that is a... Oh goodness. Let me do my... Okay. Add a minute, subtract a minute. We're at 121. Add 3, subtract 3. We're at 122 and 122. 122.05.5 is the average time, if
That
my
means
math is correct.
Duck needs a 4-minute Torian, and that's just not going to happen. Unfortunately.
Yeah, if they need 122, yeah, it'll be 4.5 minutes ish after that. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see by the standing on the elevator, Duck did end up forfeiting this race. So I did all that fun calculation for the chat suspense. It was unnecessary. Forfeit comes through, and the Bullies are officially the winner of this race, the winner of the series.
And the winners of the North Fair division.
Yeah, that sweep gives them the tiebreaker and the victory in the North Fair division. As 3 of our winners so far are here with us in the chat. Congrats to again Eddie and Simo, and GG's to all 3 of you, including Duck.
GG.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, GG. That was
a seed.
terrible. That was the worst thing I've ever played outside of map stuff. This is the worst like full area seed I've seen.
We were pretty calm, and then we stopped. We didn't really know what to do, and then we were just like, "What do we do?" And we started making all sorts of like crazy mistakes because we had no clue. I went to like the front of LN, and Cosimo was like, "Yeah, you got the space jump." And then I get there, I'm like, "Oh, I bombed the block, and it's a powerbomb block," and I'm like, "I can't do anything here."
Yeah, I came out to moat thinking the same thing, but I realized it before I went through the door. But then I had to like jump back to the block without, because if I transitioned, I was screwed. So like, I'd be very careful.
So you went through the moat door, and you were in the moat.
Yeah, but then I realized, so I turned around, but I had to jump back.
Yep.
Right. So if you moonwalk through the door, then you're fucked. So no.
Oh, we had space jump, so it wasn't gonna be too much of a concern for us.
We're like, we got space jump. We're just gonna go that way, and then Eddie got there first.
Yeah, so I
matter. You have the PV. I'm saying I realized the PV situation before.
Yeah. Or did you like you had to like HBJ or something back or
yeah, HBJ back.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was saying. But like I went through the door, and it turned orange behind me, of course. And then I went down, went to the elevator, saved after I did the lava dive, and then I was like, I'm screwed. So then I had to go all the way back around the world or whatnot, and we did the back of Ellen because that's literally like all there was left. I think
yeah.
Maybe I didn't know what else to do. We were just like freaking out. At some point, Simo was like, I was like, Schema was like, we didn't do Old Mother Brain. I'm like, but this was from a previous seed. We had some seed bleed. So I was like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go down and do Old Mother Brain. Simo was like, no, if you do that, if you check that, we're gonna have lost anyway. Then I go down there, and then the items already gone. I'm like, wait a second, that's not the seed.
Yeah,
we were getting so confused.
I mean, I just died a bunch. Like, I was the one who found that power bomb, and like I went in to check GT, and then I died, and then I came back, and then somehow got stuck in the pillars, and I died there. Like, it was just a mess. Yeah, like it was just horrible. So.
Yeah, my apologies, Duck. If you were listening at the end, I felt like I was being harsh.
No, it's I mean, I wasn't listening, but like whatever.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, this was and yeah, the one thing Duck didn't mention was that Azure actually found some power bombs in right sandpit that were, obviously out of logic but attainable. So.
Oh. What?
Wait, and
he can spring ball jump up to them, I guess, or is it the left or the right one? That's
the right.
It was the right sandpit item.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think about doing that. Like, there were so few sequence breaks we could actually make. But yeah, doing that is like a really good gamble. I was like, these aren't in logic, so we shouldn't check it. Like, I was expecting we'd find maybe like gravity or something.
Yeah, I think at that point we're not. Yeah, I guess if we find the power bombs, I guess at that point, like, we find any autologic power bombs and we're good to go. I didn't really think about it that way. So like, it's probably worth doing that stuff just in case.
Yeah, there's only 7 power bombs in the whole seed. So I think some of them would probably have been a croc, right? and no one checked that. That was the meme route. And
I
you
mean,
couldn't
how
check
how
it.
are we gonna check
You-
that?
Yeah, exactly. You weren't going to check it.
Yeah.
No one was going to check that because it'd be a waste of time, and by the time you knew what it was worthless going back down that way. So I think the only possible powerbomb packs to get were the ones at Screw Attack, which all of you got, except for Asder getting the right sandpit one. So, yeah, that seed was absolutely brutal there.
I think I see what Stasio was saying right now. We were definitely talking about how, like, man, maybe we should have just killed the Meridia boss while we were there. I think we didn't have grapple at the time. But we could have done it. I think we were just so caught up on the fact that we had no power bombs that it was just so confusing that we didn't it didn't even really occur to us to kill the boss, I think. But we definitely, I think we had the tools to be able to do it, I think. So we were definitely afraid of that point.
There was at least 50 different times where Eddie's like, "Oh, should we go check this?" I'm like, "No, we can't check that. It's power bombs. We need power bombs to check all of these things."
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to do X-ray," and you're like, "Nope, we need power bombs for that." I'm like, waterway? Should I check waterway over here? No, you gotta power bomb that one block right there. That's blocking the thing. It's like you don't really get into a situation where you don't find power bombs until an hour in. It's I think this is the first time I've had to do that.
Yeah, I made the same waterway mistake when there was a point where someone was going towards Green Bryn. It was when Duck and Azure had found a way to leave the Croc escape check forever and not see Vario early. But the other possible thing that no one ended up doing, Crady Tank was also available.
Oh, right.
We had that on our radar, but that was the next thing to do. But
Yeah.
I don't even remember when we killed Kraid. Where was that?
I think it was yesterday. He went down quick though. But...
Oh
man, that was a fun race. All of you, that was quite a show. That was good.
Yeah.
I wish we got to play a real seed instead of this.
At least it wasn't like Madden 13. That would have been horrible. But yeah, I wish you much better seed luck come playoff time. To all four of you.
Well, can't get much worse. So
yeah, definitely can't get much worse than that one.
Yeah. As stated, you two will be the 1 and 2 seeds in the North Fair division. Bullies taking the 1, A-Team going to 2. It'll be I'm sure A-Team would very much like to find a way to get a rematch if both of you ended up making that far, but it's gonna be tough. Playoffs are hard, everyone's good. And yeah, giving all of our runners a shout out in the chat. If you had as much fun as a lot of people did watching this nonsense occur, feel free to give our runners a follow.
Yeah, I'd love to see a rematch in the semifinals. It'd be super sick.
It would be sick. Honestly, I think whether we won or lost, I'm just gonna be pretty happy. I think the playoffs, the matches that we have up ahead are gonna be pretty fun. So either way, it's gonna be a good time. I wasn't too concerned if we took the first or second, because I think either way, like we were saying, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, obviously we're happy with the results.
I should also congratulate Eddie for being one of probably about 6-ish undefeated players for the regular season. I know there's 2 on Southern Route. I think Sloters, if she won, is undefeated. Bress is undefeated. Ace is undefeated. And there may be one more.
I'm undefeated if you only count week 6, but that's about it. No, seriously, that was probably the best race of the season. That was so much fun. Duck, Simo, Eddie, and Asder, thank you for the race. That was really cool. Great way to end the regular season and move on into the playoffs. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that was a ton of fun.
I see Steffi trash talking in chat. Just gonna say, Steffi, come get these hands. You gotta beat the A-Team. Good luck.
Yeah, if you all don't have anything else, I'm gonna just a quick wrap up for everyone. If any of our runners are in chat, we'll definitely have the playoff bracket available on probably the rules sheet and the spreadsheet pretty soon. We do have a week off. We didn't have to end up doing any tiebreaker races, so a week from tomorrow, I want to say, will be the first official day of playoffs. Obviously, people have plenty of time to schedule, to practice, to trash talk, do whatever. But yeah, thank you to everyone, especially runners not obviously in this race that played and are moving on to the playoffs. Thank you very much for making the regular season a fun and packed event. Hopefully, you'll stick around with us whenever we decide to come back for another season. And yeah, stick around for more Super Metroid Randomizer action. We'll be back in about a week. It'll be down to business. Everyone's gonna be sweaty gaming, try-harding, and someone's gonna come out of here with a lot of glory and bragging rights.
And if anyone needs help with trash talking this week, I recommend Macho Man Randy Savage's old promos from the 80s and 90s. That'll help you out a lot.
All right, again, thanks to our runners and to everyone else out there. We will see you next mission.